What's up, everybody? What's cracking lacking with the booty smacking? It's the one and only your favorite photographer, Notorious One, broadcasting to you live and direct here at the AC headquarters in North Hollywood, California. My beautiful people, man, it's now November 1st. Rent is due. But it's day 305. You know, we have 60 days left. 2 months left, man. Let's make them count. You know, we still in 2023. Let's finish off with a bang. You feel me? But you know, as always, we're back with another phenomenal show. This is What's the Word, in case you don't know. And, of course, I got the lyrical genius by my side, Doughboy Tony. What up, famo?
What's cracking? What's cracking? Shit, it's just another episode, my boy. What's the Word? On the dopest, realest motherfucking platform on YouTube, American Shoulder. Y'all already know what it is. Tapping in live from North Hollywood. And my boy Notorious about to let y'all know who we got in the building today, man.
Look, man, y'all want great content? I'm giving y'all great content. You feel me? I'm trying my best to go ahead and narrow down all the true spitters out there, because that's what we're doing. We're creating this trend, right? And the next person that we have, you know, you could catch him, posted like a mailbox at the Westmont district. You know, everybody give a shout out to my boy Westmont, Mr. Double S.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me here. What's the word, though?
Yes, sir. AG, man, you could have been anywhere, in the world, but you right here kicking it with us, man. I appreciate that.
I wouldn't
sure.
have rather been anywhere except here, man.
That's right. So what's up with you, man?
That.
You know, how was your day like? Everything smooth away?
Yeah, I mean, shit, it could only go up from right now. I was waiting all day for this. You know, anticipation was building for this, and man, we been had this in the works.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate the homies and everybody that's involved helping this come to fruition, because I'm just glad to be back with the people.
Yeah, most
Hell
definitely,
yeah.
man. Hey, talk to me about how was your Halloween like?
It was alright. It was alright. I didn't really do much. What happened was pre-Halloween, I got it all out my system and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I could stay the fuck up out the streets for Halloween, because, statistically speaking, where I'm from, the shit don't really go down too well, and where I'm from in Halloween. And plus, man, I'm out on bail, so I was just trying to cruise. But before that, me and the homie shot a video and all that, so that's what my weekend had consisted of. And the week prior to that was just, we partied a little bit and got that done. So
Yeah.
You dress up?
Nah, just as a dirtbag, like every year.
That's the crazy part, man. I remember like way back, Halloween, that's something you look forward to, because that's when all the baddies show up and show out.
Yeah.
You know? But nowadays, I feel like you catch that on a daily basis, man.
Pretty much, they all dress like that.
I mean, these females showing everything on a daily on Instagram.
And plus, everybody got BBLs. They just look like some balloons on strings. Hey, just rocking around with them fucking skinny ass legs and whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah,
right there.
they trying to take some shortcuts. But just recently, I don't know if you guys seen, but there was like this list, I guess, females of where not to take them on the first
Oh
date.
yeah, they for sure would have a problem with me, because I'm popping out EBT cards, and they're not even gonna be mine. So not only do I need you to be okay with EBT, I need you to be okay with this fucking thievery that we got going around here.
That's crazy, man. But nowadays, like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like nowadays Instagram is getting to these females' heads, Like, I guess the number of likes that they're getting is making them big-headed, man.
Absolutely. I agree with that strongly, 1,000%. They're getting influenced off of the kind of impressions that they leave on the internet. And, I mean, you got to think, bro. I mean, there's a bunch of horny dudes out there. So just because a bunch of motherfuckers is thirsty, now you're going to come out here to me, motherfucker that's actually trying to do something, which, let's say hypothetically, I'm actually trying to take you on a date and be serious about it. But now you already got your head so pumped up, motherfucker can't even just be himself around you. And I got to have a certain amount of income a year.
Or they got they would crave that like obsessive nature over them, like the shit they get online, so it's like
you ain't getting that shit for me. Shit. You gonna have to wait till I get some Wi-Fi again. You hear me? At least that's what I'm gonna tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you waiting for me to get some Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but I mean, like true talk though. Like I said, nowadays, women are half naked, right? Going back to like dating, like what's your perspective on that? Let's just say you got a girl, you in that dating stage. You tripping if your girl is over here constantly posting, some naked pictures?
I mean, it really depends, because my whole thing, right, is I've been with females that might have had a platform already, or preemptively to meeting me, right? So me personally, I'm not ever gonna tell a girl nothing, but that's just me. And a lot of homies can't really agree with what I got, because I really don't give a fuck. So if a girl gonna post herself like that, that's what she gonna do. But she gotta understand, and because I'm most definitely gonna understand, that's how I'm gonna treat her.
Right.
Like, I'm never gonna sit there and give that kind of girl that kind of attention. I'm gonna give her what she, you know what I'm saying, what she deserves.
What you think she deserves?
Within the spectrum of still being respectful, because not even for her, but for me, I'm not gonna just be the blatantly disrespectful dude and be, I'm an asshole and shit. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna purposely just try to look down upon you because you're doing some shit. I don't give a fuck. Girls get some money off that. Go get that dough. You know what I'm saying? As long as you come and buy me a couple more chickens with that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about the list. You could take me for sure to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't give a fuck. That's for, you know what I'm saying? But like the homie said, man, they do that. It doesn't necessarily bother me, but if I have to have that conversation with a grown woman,
right,
then and if there's like some kind of pushback, then I'm gonna leave it there because as a grown woman, you should already have enough understanding on what I'm asking, and especially if I communicate it in a proper mannerism. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so it's safe to say that Westmont Scheme is dating a girl that does OnlyFans.
Hell no, man. hey, I wish I was. You know what I'm saying? We would have had a lot more money than we do right now. I'm not.
That bag would be up for sure.
Nah, man. If y'all heard my song, the Homie Why, you would hear I'm not with none of that kissing no OnlyFans bitches or nothing like that. You know?
Nah, I feel it. But what's up with you, though, boy Tony, man? Talk to me. How was your weekend like? I know that you performed with the Legend Sugar Free
on
right?
Sunday. I was at 99 Bottles.
That's
right.
I was about to say, let's bring that round of applause.
How was that like, man?
Appreciate
Speak on it.
Oh, that shit was tight, bro. You know, the homie N-Dubs actually put me right before Sugar Free, so.
Oh, so you opened up right there. That's cool.
So I was like right before him, and then like when I was doing my last song, they started bringing him up, So like he was coming up the stage as I was doing my shit.
Okay.
And then like as soon as I got done, I just dapped him up. He said he fucked with it, you know, like hearing that shit from somebody like that, bro. It was dope. It was a cool experience though. It was a dope turnout. You know, it was like a Halloween themed party as well too.
Nah, definitely. But does that apply pressure to you though? Like to have to open up for Sugar Free?
I mean that wasn't the first time, you know, but definitely
it was more of a blessing than that.
Yeah, it's more of a blessing to me every time, you know, than it is pressure. But I think knowing I was right before him, that kind of like just amped me up more. I was like, all right, now I really got to do this shit because I was assuming if I'm right before him, he's got to be somewhere in the building, you know? I didn't expect him to be walking up right as I was doing
the
my
homie
shit.
was up there doing backflips. The homie was showing out for sure. Nah, that's cool, though. That's what's up. And I seen videos of the homie perform, not to cut him off. The homie got good stage presence.
He does.
So
I know for sure you established yourself right then and there, you know?
Oh, hell yeah. I always make sure I go up there and just give it my all the time, man.
Yeah, nah, definitely. But what's it called? So that was Saturday?
Man, I already know where you going with this shit.
I don't know where you going with this. I want to know
man.
Talk to me, my G. What day was that, bro?
That was Sunday, G. So I got to end my day good because prior to that, earlier in the day, I wasn't having the greatest time, G.
Okay. And in case y'all don't know, the reason for that was because both of our teams played. See, me, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan.
Oh, this is a football thing.
I'm a Cowboy fan, and my boy, obviously, you know, he repping the Rams. But we got that dub, 43-20, man. And everybody that talks down on my quarterback, Dak Prescott, you know, I just want to say this, man. He put up 304 yards, had 4 touchdowns. My boy, CB Lamb, went crazy. He had 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, and what's up, man? How about them Cowboys, man? That's what I want to hear, baby.
Came through with the stats
how about them
Cowboys? Man, you can't tell me you all just off that game. You love Prescott. And
that's what I'm saying. He talked about them stats. Like, we were just supposed to bow down to because he had a good game. Hey, congratulations to him for having a good game. But I mean, come on, man. You know,
Prescott cheeks, bro.
I'm gonna say it like this, look, man. Every year, bro, everybody's constantly hating on us. The Cowboys this, the Cowboy that. Like we the one everybody talks about the most. But I know you see us, baby. We back on top. You know, we beat the Rams.
That's why the homie wearing all his Rams gear. Yeah, bro. I'm still not done with that.
So yeah, man. You know, I just want to go ahead and wrap that. But also, you know, there's another team, man, that, you know, they used to say bang bang, but now I want to say bang 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 for the 3 L's they took in a row. And that's for Frisco. What's up, Frisco? What happened, man? Y'all took an L, you know, to the Bengals, 31-17.
Who's their quarterback right now?
Brock Purdy.
But Purdy's not looking Purdy recently, man. You know,
not at all.
He was waiting to say that.
He's looking like straight ass, you know, and I love it though because prior to that, then Frisco fans were talking.
Oh, they talk a lot of shit.
They beat us, you know. They took us out. They did, you know. But you know, one thing that we haven't done is lose 3 times in a row. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on.
This season. He said this season.
You the homie, so we're not even going to have these conversations because I stopped being friends with people over these kind of conversations.
Yeah, you know, so we'll skip to that. But another team in California, Los Angeles to be exact, is the Chargers. You know, they got the dub 30-13 to the Bears, you know, so congrats on them, you know, finally. You feel me?
Yeah, didn't do
you know,
something.
that's a team we took out. So, you know, but anyways, congratulations to
He
them.
just want to
know?
talk about team. I was wondering why he out of nowhere just mention them. Maybe because we took them out too. But yeah, they cool though.
But I'm gonna end it like this, you know, to the Raiders.
Oh man, that's my team. I have a love-hate relationship with the homies,
That's
man.
your team,
I ain't
my
gonna-
G?
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to have. I know.
Ammo.
I got into fights over this shit in jail and all type of shit.
alright. I won't go too hard, but just know that, you know, the Raiders lost.
Man, they've been losing for the past 20 years since Tupac died. God damn,
They
you know,
lost
fucking-
14-26 to the Lions. That's 2 L's in a row. You know, just like every season, shit's been looking bad. You know, they recently fired the head coach.
Yeah, they got the boy, man. He ain't he from LA or Compton or something, man?
That linebacker. What's his name?
I know he went to Long Beach Poly. He's a Long Beach Poly.
Yeah.
He's from around the double S. I already got enough faith in him. Yeah, I'm saying he gonna do something for us.
Let's see what's up. Let's see what happens. But you know,
that shit was crazy though, bro. I mean, that game to me wasn't really the coach's fault, bro. Jimmy G
But it always
could have
comes-
just hit Devontae on. He had like.
But what are you gonna
Two
do? What
touchdown
are you gonna do?
passes.
Mess up the money that you already spent on the quarterback, or just get rid of the money that they giving that head coach is nothing.
Oh no,
near that,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So-
no, yeah, of course.
Because even if they wanted to blame it on him, even if we still right here, like, oh yeah, it wasn't even his fault.
Yeah.
It still happened. That's the way the shit
No,
is.
I mean, if you ask me from the outside looking in, that fool's trash. The coach is trash.
Yeah,
but this
weaker
last
than my
game,
granny's knees.
but
look,
this last
this
game,
is-
that was Jimmy, dog.
this is
Jimmy
my
G
thing.
couldn't
Look,
hit a
high school,
pass.
that's understandable. College, that's understandable. But now you're a professional athlete, bro. Like, how much really do you need the head coach?
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
as a grown ass man, you should already know what to do.
Nah,
feel
they
it?
still need
Think so?
somebody. It's just they already
Yeah,
grew
no,
up, they
the
already
coach
grew up
is
with
important,
that,
for
they
sure.
grew up with that mentality to have somebody to base their leadership, like to look upon, to be led. So even though you have leaders within like the quarterbacks, they're leaders on the field, but there's always a hierarchy, just like in the government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers always gonna have a boss, and somebody got to mind somebody.
Yeah.
So I think it's just more about the structure that they already built. Like you're right though. Like if I know if I know I have to hit these motherfucking routes,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck do I need another motherfucker? But I think it's more about the whole system that they already have built around coaches and
Right.
players.
So, I mean, as a Raider fan, what do you think is needed for that team?
Raider fan is like a very loose term right now. 'Cause, like I said, man, it gets to the point where my blood pressure start raising, and I'm barely 27, but I ain't even supposed to be having these kind of problems. And then when I was in prison, I was like, I ain't gonna watch the game today because I already know these motherfuckers gonna do some retarded shit. Next thing you know, bro, I'm watching it, I'm like, I'm enjoying it. You know us, we do good first quarter, maybe even the second quarter. Then they come back, and out of nowhere, they just let these motherfuckers score 72 touchdowns. I don't know what the fuck they done broke records on us. The motherfuckers just broke a whole throwing record on us, a whole running record. Like motherfuckers just baking records on us.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this: LA didn't wanna.
Hold on. 'Cause I
Oakland
wanted
didn't
it.
want
I
them.
wanted it, man.
I think it's only a matter of time when Vegas not gonna want their ass.
Nah,
They
they gonna
ain't
be there for a
producing- They
while.
ain't producing Vegas no money. They better start unless Vegas is betting against these motherfuckers. Cause man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking as a Raider fan, so don't come for me because I already know Raider fans are the most dedicated. Why you think I ain't switched sides? You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan since Randy Moss, and that's when I was like fucking 6, 7 years old. And that's really why I made the mistake in being a fan. I should have really did my homework and understood he played for the Vikings before that. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucking, like I might as well have went with that way. But yeah, it's neither here nor there, man. I don't know. Hopefully they get their shit together. But as of right now, I'm cooling right now.
But I mean, that's that with the football talk. But something that I didn't know. I don't know about you guys, but nowadays, Couple Noodles now is microwavable.
I've been putting them motherfuckers.
I've been putting them bitches in the microwave my whole life, dog.
I feel like going to getting checked out now because I've been doing all type of shit. I be looking
For
at
real.
this, bro. I be watching shit on the internet. I'm like, man, I'm doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be opening this shit like this. I'm opening juice boxes wrong. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on with this. Now they saying it was microwavable. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? These bitches wasn't microwavable from the jump.
Been doing that shit.
Motherfuckers been putting them bitches in there my whole life.
I guess the styrofoam is bad to microwave.
Oh, okay.
That
I didn't
sounds
know
right.
that.
Look,
Yeah.
now that they tell
No,
us,
but-
that sound right. You know
Yo,
what
am I
I'm saying?
tripping though? But when you get a couple noodles, doesn't it have instructions to how to
It has
microwave it?
instructions for you
It
to
does.
boil the water and put it in there.
Yeah.
There's no instructions for microwaving it.
It's like one of them
Nah, G.
placebo
Damn,
effect
never
things, bro.
mind.
You
Yeah,
just
bro.
believe it. You believe that you seen it.
Yeah, I
you
do
know?
believe that I seen
You
that. that
you
shit.
seen water getting put into something on the picture, and you like, oh, that's me putting water in the cup of noodle and then putting this shit in the microwave.
Hey, but on some random shit, how you guys like your noodles, bro? You like them watery, soggy? How
Me
y'all
personally,
messing
this is after a lot of years in prison. If we talking about spread, I like my shit a lot more dry than wetter. Because some of these motherfuckers like this shit dripping. I don't like that shit doing all type of shit. I like my shit to
I'll be
a certain
pouring
degree.
most of the water out the cup after. Yeah.
After like,
Well, no. When it's just a regular soup, nah, I'm drinking that caldo. That's why we don't even call it just the juice. It's caldo now. It shit just became a fucking.
It is like caldo.
It just became a whole thing for my sickness. If a motherfucker get a sore throat, my mom didn't even give us some medicine. She got us some NyQuil. She got like that chicken cup of noodle. Not no just regular cup of noodle. You gotta get that chicken one because if it's not chicken, it's not. You can't use it for medical purposes. You know. But if we talking just the soup, the caldo's gotta get left in there. If we talking spreads, we because motherfuckers can't fuck with me. I made a spread at the homie's house when I got out of jail. Homie didn't think it was gonna taste good. That shit was fire, huh?
That's right, man. Hey, something else that happened just in Texas, man. So a new Texas bill will land you 10 years in prison for having, for hanging around with anybody that's undocumented.
If you harboring them, if you kicking it with them.
Yo, speaking of cold world, bro, what you guys think about that?
That's bullshit.
I mean, my whole thing is if we know that they want something to change, they're gonna have to go to the extreme with it. And I mean that they did. They went ahead and took initiative. Yeah. Because I mean, 10 years. That's that's basically like. That's gonna scare people from even fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, hey, hold on, like if I would have did like a couple months, you know what I'm saying? I could do a couple months harboring the fugitive, but now motherfuckers talking about 10, like, hey, Jose, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Carlos, mañana all your shit needs to be packed up already. Hey, get the fuck up out of here. They already know you here. I already know they know you here. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, but it's fucked up because now it's turning us against each other, bro.
Exactly.
But I mean, and you can't look at it necessarily like that to the fullest extent. I say that more in a broader spectrum because you got to think about everybody. They worried about themselves and their family, bro, and their freedom. You know what I'm saying? So if you the primary income for your house and you helping your brother because he just came across, but now you got to think like, okay, do I help my brother? Do I help my family? And that's what they're forcing you to do. They're forcing you to choose sides. You know what I'm saying? And it's like not necessarily that the dude wants to go ahead and pick his family over his brother, but I mean that's our natural instinct to do, bro, is to be there for our family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, it's little shit like that. They using us against each other, bro. Because now they like, where y'all going to go if none of y'all people want y'all there? Because if we find them there, everybody that fucking knew you in that house is getting 10 years.
That's facts. And just imagine like this, bro.
That's crazy, though. So it's just any undocumented person.
You could be fresh out of work, my G. Your coworkers like, yo, give me a ride. You're like, all right, say no more.
And you know, in the beginning, they're going to have a lot of those fucking, like, very fucking just to the max extreme cases because they want to make sure that they push that agenda. Yeah. Like, look, I don't give a fuck if you even giving this dude a ride. I could already see it now. Like, they're going to start making headlines about, a guy gets 10 years for giving his coworker a ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
all right, now,
so you're going to start asking motherfuckers, you got papers?
Okay, let me ask you guys this, though.
Let me see your green card, G.
Let's just say, let's just say for whatever reason in your family, you're the only one with papers. That means that you're gonna go ahead and just.
I'm harboring everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't in Texas. Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all could come knock on my. If y'all could find my door, you know what I'm saying? I harbor everybody. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me though. I'm harboring everybody to fuck it, man. And when they come, I'm gonna act like I'm one of them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna be the one getting 10 years. I'm be like, I'm undocumented too. Just send me back with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather work on getting back than getting them 10 years. You know.
It's just crazy, man, because I mean, truthfully, that's how we started. You feel me? Like us Mexicans, like I mean, I'm a citizen, but I would have been a citizen and my grandmother would have came.
Didn't make that decision. Yeah.
So it's like a very unfortunate situation. And
it is, bro.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks to see that, bro. Like, straight
There's
up.
gonna be a lot of people trying to stay away from raza in Texas for sure now.
And that's the thing. So now, and Texas is the type of people they pass the laws that seem much more exaggerated and aggressive. And from where I stand, barely learning about politics, the little bit that I do know, they're just trying to set a trend, bro. The next thing you know, it's going to be Florida. It's going to be, because we're the major, you got to think about just the major. So it's Texas, Florida, and like over here. That's the three major, you know what I'm saying, where these people, where people are coming over. Yeah. So it's like they're going to start implementing that. I believe it's going to take a lot for that shit to happen in California because this shit's just way too liberal over here. But
I don't see that shit happening.
Yeah,
here,
but I mean, in Texas, as you can see, if they get enough people on that side, they made that shit happen because that shit didn't even come with no warning. That shit came like, we wrote this shit yesterday, and now this motherfucker getting implemented, you know? Because I didn't hear no motherfucking. Usually, you at least hear about the shit getting, the bill
Yeah, the
getting
bills are
presented,
trying to get passed
and then
and
that
shit.
they're trying to get passed. But this shit must have snuck its way all the way to it being, asserted. And because I'm like, man, where the motherfucking shit this kid come from?
Yeah, no, real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Now that's fact. So, Westmont, man, allegedly, you a badass rapper, dog.
Allegedly.
Right? Allegedly, right? And something that was fucking dope because I'm a huge 50 Cent fan, bro. Right? And when you came out with How to Rob remix, right?
Shout out
That
to the
shit
homies.
was
Shout out to
hard.
the homies, man.
That shit was hard.
That was fire, famo. And then, again, I got me a notification. I seen it, and then sure enough, I hit a listen, and made Notorious. Notorious take my photo, bro. You gassed me up on that one, man. I appreciate that. But talk to me about that idea. How'd you come up with that concept to go ahead and say, fuck it, let me go ahead and.
So what happened, bro? And I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate y'all even fucking with it because y'all even responded like right away, like, hey man, I fuck with it. Y'all understood the hip hop behind the method. I know some people probably took that shit the wrong way because they didn't really understand that this shit came from a concept. Anyways, so what happened was when I was sitting in county jail, for those of you who don't know, recently they had booked me for a case that's 3 years old. Okay. And what I can say is that they booked me for some shit. It's 3 years old. It's for a bullshit ass gun case. You know what I'm saying? I'm out on bail right now. I already went and tapped in once, and I'm still out on bail. But what happened was when I was in county jail, I was thinking, man, when I get out, because I felt like every single day that I was in there was a waste. It was a waste of time for me. So what happened was, what ended up happening was I was in there and I was like, man, when I get out, I need to really make a mark again for myself. And even before that, I had started losing a little bit of momentum, if we're speaking quite frankly, on my music streams, because that's something that I was lacking on because I decided to be doing other stuff, right? Real life came. But what happened was when I was in there, I'm like, man, I got to make a mark. And sure enough, I love the song How to Rob by 50 Cent. I've always loved the song. Since the first time that I heard it, I always thought it was a genius, especially from what I heard, what happened with Jay-Z after, where he heard the song and he was at Summer Jam and he seen 50 Cent prior to him going up on stage, Jay-Z. So he told 50 Cent, yeah, man, I heard that song, man, I fuck with it. So then Jay-Z went up on stage at Summer Jam and said, what the fuck is 50, like, what he said? He's like, what, I got $1, what the fuck is 50? Oh, he said, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? And at that time, I believe it gave him much more credibility than anything else in marketing and promotion and commercial support would have gave him, because now you have Jay-Z, one of the biggest rappers in the game at that time, going ahead and now like he's shouting you out. Even though he coming at you, he's shouting you out because that motherfucker's like, who the hell is 50 Cent?
Exactly. Yeah.
So my thing was like when I got out, I was like, man, and this because I wanted to say this. If you didn't get mentioned on it, man, it's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be that I'm in county jail. Yeah. I don't have access to the internet here, so I'm just coming up off the dome. And everybody that I mentioned prior helped the next person that got mentioned. Like when I mentioned American Cholo, then y'all came right after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And since Tony is like Doughboy Tony, I went right to Tony A. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened like that. So like I don't want y'all to think I had nothing against you or that I'm scared of y'all, because trust me, I ain't scared of y'all. But with that being said, I loved the idea, and when I got out, bro, I literally went from Las Vegas, because I was in Las Vegas. I got extradited out there. I went all the way from Las Vegas after getting bailed out, went straight to the studio to YE's. Yeah. To my boy YE. You could ask him. And we dropped another song, and then we dropped that song. And then right after that, we shot the video, and we dropped it. And I mean, me personally, I feel like it was a good welcome home, like, for me, because I wanted to let people know I'm back, Yeah. I don't know if y'all noticed. I was like, hey, I shouted y'all out. If I tagged you, I shouted y'all out. Because I didn't want to be like, hey, if I tagged you, I came at you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, if I tagged you, I shouted y'all out. And then when everybody started tapping in, because obviously you getting tagged, you're like, okay, he shouted me. I want to listen to this shit. Yeah. Then I started posting. I started getting good feedback. Like, I got much more better feedback than I thought I was going to get. Like, till this day, honestly, I haven't even got negative feedback about it. I haven't got some responses on some of it, you know what I'm saying? But no responses still equals no negative feedback. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so course. like the homie immediately tapped in, because I know you a hip hop head. So I know that shit immediately like clocked in right away. Then the homie tapped, like a bunch of people tapped in. Baldacci tapped in. Shit, he even made a response and shit. He was supposed to have somebody up on there. I don't want to say it just yet, but they were supposed to come up with a response coming back to me. But that's what I like, because my whole thing is I'm trying to come and wake this motherfucker motherfucking shit up.
Yeah.
Like if I
Shake
mention
the
you on that
game.
motherfucker, bro, it's because you doing something within the community. So it's
Yeah.
it was more of a like, what's up, man? What the fuck we got going on? Let's let everybody wake the fuck up. You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up.
And I mean, I feel like I did exactly what I needed to do and establish
Yeah,
that I'm
nah,
back.
Nah, yeah, you really shook the game, and I mean
Yeah.
that was like you came back with a stamp, bro. Like you had a point to prove,
Yeah.
and you
plus,
did
the
that
homies
shit.
the homies just ain't doing shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I get it, especially right now, everybody's on some unity shit. I'm not against the unity. I just always tell people I'm
Yeah.
not against the unity, but I'm just not really with my goddamn stuff. Like I still beef with motherfuckers in the streets. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
some shit that happened back in 2003. You know what I'm saying? I'm still mad about some shit that happened when I was 7. But
Yeah.
I say that to say this, like when it comes to hip hop, I just feel like people needed to remember, like, within all the the love that we show each other, it's still a contact sport. You know what I'm saying? And like that's exactly what it is, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely, man. Me, bro, I think that was a very strategic move, and it was great, you know. And I mean, you've been on a lot of podcasts, but there's one thing that's for certain: ain't nobody taking badass pictures like your boy Notorious. You feel me?
You're the only photographer that I mentioned.
Except for J-Lo, my bad.
Except for the homegirl J-Lo.
Yeah.
But you got to think, out of all the people that I mentioned
Yeah.
rappers, I mentioned podcasts.
Yeah.
He's the only
He
dude
photographer.
that takes the
Yeah,
photographer.
Yeah.
and I fuck with
I
it.
felt like when I was making the shit too, dude, everything was fitting so perfectly. And you got to think, bro, I actually had to stop myself because I made 4 fucking verses, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm like, some of them verses is more than 16 bars.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I got to do, like, nobody want to listen. Like, only motherfuckers like me and the homie,
Yeah.
want to listen to something that's like 6,
Yeah,
7
we'll
fucking
sit there and
minutes
listen to the
long,
whole
bro.
shit. Yeah, break it
because
down
that's
and
the
everything.
respect that we give the music.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even just because, he mentioned me. I think you would have took the time to listen to it if I did mention
Hell
you.
yeah! As soon as I didn't even see that you had tagged me. As soon as I seen the
Yeah.
post, well, it mentioned
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and then when I clicked on the post, like I hadn't read what you
The
said.
caption, you just went
I
straight
just
to the
saw
post.
how to rob, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
Like, cause I had
Especially
I had a
for you,
feeling
yeah.
you were gonna like not just use the beat, like you were gonna keep the concept with it, and that's exactly what he did. And I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that shit is hard.
Yeah, it went hard, bro. And 8 times out of 10, I usually agree with the haters world. You know, shout out to the Blue Devil.
Shout out
But,
to the homie for sure. He
but-
be saying some funny ass shit for sure.
But when it came to that track, he said it was straight trash. But then I heard it back, and I'm like, wait a minute, he didn't get mentioned. So he's probably feeling some type of way.
I didn't even know he called it track. They fucking shout out the homie anyways, man. I
Yeah.
still think every time he say he be talking shit on there. So I mean, you gotta think, dude. He named this shit Hater World. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
me
Honestly,
personally,
yeah.
you expecting any love from that motherfucker from that dude is like.
Hey, haters world, bro. Like, I really want to know, like, what exactly he listens to, because everything is trash to him, bro. Like,
I mean, I respect people's opinion. Everybody, it wasn't for everybody, bro. I don't look, man. When I told the homie, and I explained this to the homie, like, don't get in the studio even trying to impress me or anybody in particular. If you're
Yeah.
making the music, bro, and you fucking love it,
Right.
and the shit speak volumes to you,
Yeah.
and you want to speak on these matters that you want to speak on, don't worry about who necessarily is gonna like it, because just know that there's gonna be an audience and
Yeah.
a certain amount of people that it's gonna target. So
Yeah.
I always tell the homies, and I believe that myself, like, it ain't for everybody. And I still fuck with the homie. He ain't gotta like my
Yeah.
songs. The homies don't gotta look, man. If you my wife, you ain't gotta like my motherfucking songs. You know, I don't really give a fuck. You know, it's just, that's how I want to let people know, man. I make music to make music. So if you don't like it, cool.
Yeah,
man.
that's your passion, you know. It's
Yeah.
not, you're not doing it to fucking because you want to just make somebody else.
Yeah, and I
like,
never thought I was
get
gonna
their
make money off.
Yeah,
of it.
their approval or nothing like that. Like, homie, I do this shit because
Absolutely
I
not.
love it.
Yeah.
It's hip
And then when
hop.
I do get approved from people, that's just more of a like an added incentive.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this shit more for the love. So now that I
Exactly.
get people that love it with me, that's just an added incentive. You know what I'm saying?
100%, G.
Yeah.
That's my therapy,
Straight
bro.
up.
Let's be real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So, you got locked up in Vegas?
Yeah, no, I got locked up out here, man. I was over here, a fucking gang unit, want to run names, and they got some high-tech shit now. They walking around with the computer. They just read your thumb. I'm like, man, I got my
God
fake name
damn.
already ready for y'all motherfuckers. I've been having this shit memorized since 2010. I got the fake name, the birthday, the fake address. I got an address that don't even exist, but it sound real as a motherfucker, bro. You hear this shit, you be like, okay, I know exactly where that's at. No, you don't, because it don't exist.
Give us a name you be using.
Nah, I can't do all that. Nah, I'm trying to get me booked.
Damn.
Nah, so what happened was I got arrested out here, man, and like unknowing to me, I didn't know I had a warrant, bro. Like I swear, bro, this whole time I discharged parole. I decided to do this music shit. I decided to change my life,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't even be up here, you know, telling the younger generation, my younger homies, in,
Yeah.
you know, to try to better themselves if I'm still kind of making the same mistakes.
Right.
So I remember when I got locked up, I know a lot of people, like, immediately when I call them, they're like, what you do now? And I'm like, damn, no faith in the boy. I'm like, man, this shit, they brought up some shit that was 3 years old, man. I had a case from back then, you know, but these are the details that I can't disclose. I had a case back then.
Yeah.
I ended up beating the case. You know what I'm saying? So they got mad that I beat that case and it was attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? I got extradited back from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. And I dealt with my whole parole violation because I wasn't even supposed to be out of the state. I discharged parole, everything. And what happened was somewhere down the line, they filed a gun charge on me when I was already free and about. So this whole time, I'm over here thinking I'm good. And I used to ask my PO, like, repeatedly, all the time. Like, hey, man, like, am I good over there in Nevada? Am I good? They just told me I'm not allowed on the strip for the rest of my life. Cool. Fuck the strip. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to Fremont anyway. That's where it's popping, man. That's where Bugsy Siegel bought that motherfucker. Hey, that's where I start seeing motherfuckers slanging. That's where I start seeing motherfuckers slanging on the corner. That's how I know where I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When I start seeing these ghetto ass bitches, I'm like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Nah, but so they banned me from the strip for the rest of my life. So I'm like, cool, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't ever go back to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was over here for 3 years, man. So when they told me I had a warrant, I'm over here really like, nah, bro, y'all fucking with me. Y'all fucking with me. Man, they booked me and everything. I was in Los Angeles County for a whole month. Then they extradited me. The moment they extradited me and took me to Nevada, I was able to get bonded out because I'm not on parole for the first time ever. So my dumb ass skedaddled. What?
Yeah.
What? I was never able to get
Hell
bail.
yeah. Mandatory.
There was $1,000. I paid that whole thing. I didn't want them to come call me or nothing. I'm like, here, pay the whole $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting out, bro. I'm out on bail right now. So I'm just trying to make the best of what the fuck I got going on.
Most definitely. Well, I'm just glad you out, bro, because I did see those hashtag, free.
I appreciate
that,
that,
and then
man.
I was like, man, not my boy,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I was all sad, bro. I was just shadow boxing in the shower. You feel me? All sad. Not my boy.
Couldn't get no sleep,
I want to know
G.
the song that was playing though while he was shadowboxing.
From the under to the low, bro.
Hey, shout out my boy JR, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
And shout out, and if you could let me, man, shout out to everybody that actually that was there for me when I was locked up, man. Even if you left a comment, some of the fans even sent money, man, and I appreciate you. Just to let you guys know, I use that money for my bail, and that's why right now that I'm out, man, I try to do as much as I possibly can for y'all. I'm trying to drop much more music that I was dropping before because you showed me the appreciation that you have for me and my freedom, and I want to make sure that I go ahead and reciprocate that kind of love. You know what I'm saying? My bad. It took me about 3 seconds for that word to come around.
Yeah, you good.
It's all love, bro. And something that I seen, man, to switch it up real quick, I seen you had a lot of pictures, that you were in the food community, right? I thought that you had an interview that was gonna drop. What happened with that?
I did. For whatever reason, I don't know. I'm just it's above my pay grade, man. But the episode didn't drop, but I'm supposed to actually go back and do another one. So I don't want to, I don't want to downgrade them or nothing because they did invite me. You know what I'm saying? They opened up the invitation again to come back, and then I went to jail. And it's like now I'm getting out. Shout out to the homie LA Icon. He taps in with me, man. He don't let me go on like scene. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So he taps in with me. Hopefully, man, without saying too much, hopefully we got some stuff going on pretty soon to give the people too. But most definitely, I'm going on the food community, even if I got to kick the whole door down. You know what I'm saying? And I got to put everybody on the motherfucking ground.
Hell yeah.
When I rhyme food community with tomfoolery, that's when I knew I had a banger, though.
Yeah.
That's when I really knew I had a
That shit
fucking
was
banger,
hard,
man.
G.
Yeah, the Rangers World Series champions. Was that today? They got the dub or what? I just seen
Did
that
they?
right now in the comments.
Oh, they won today?
Yeah, the big homie Milton Ortiz just said that. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because, in case y'all don't know, our song guy, he's from Arizona. And then, unfortunately, that's a team that just lost, man.
Oh, now why you going to say that devastating news to the sound guy? Now he going to make sure the rest of the show on mute.
For real. Man, he about to end this shit, man.
He's like, you know what, bro? Y'all got to leave, bro.
Nah, yeah, I just had to, you feel me? But, so, I see you working a lot with Smooth Hustle, man. Talk to us about that,
Man, this is the jacket right here that I got on, man. Shout out to the homie Smooth Hustle, man. Y'all gonna see I'm gonna do a whole 360. I don't want to stand up right now and start breaking shit. But shout out to the homie Leche, man. I am Leche, man. He makes some cool ass custom made shit. He got stuff on his website already. He's been in the game for a minute, man. He's been around some real legends, Baldacci, the camera guy, Rigby Shooting, just like countless amount of people. Like every single time we go out, man, he's the one who gets me in the rooms and gets me around these people. He's a homie that I met through Baldacci, man, and he made the Bang Tough beat.
Oh, okay.
So he actually made the Bang Tough beat, and he made the other beat for me and Hazard. Me and Hazard had a song. Shout out to the homie Hazard. I fucking love that song. You know what I'm saying? But he made that beat too. He's a producer slash, you know, he got his own clothing line slash he's just that guy. He's a cool ass dude, man. He offered me, you know, just a lot of ventures individually, you know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to representing his shit, I don't got no problem representing his shit like it's, you know, like I'm signed to the motherfucker because that's the homie, and every time I come around the homie, it's all love. It's never about, you know, hey, I'm counting favors for you on this. And like, nah, it's never like that. It's more about like, let's work, let's get some stuff done. So like, I got a lot of respect for the homie. I listen to the homie. We got some shit coming up, man. We got some shit. Hopefully JR gonna jump on this motherfucker. I can guarantee y'all, man, we most definitely got some Bang Tough worthy music coming for y'all, man. It's a lot deeper. It's gonna be a lot more thought out as far as the video. Right. We trying to rent out some real stuff now, and I'm just trying to upgrade for y'all, man. You know, the shit do cost money though. You know, so just, you know, be patient with the boy. You know, we trying to make sure we don't go back into illegal activities, and I'm make sure I practice what I preach. But I fuck with the homie Smooth Hustle, man, all day, every day.
Most definitely, yeah, man. I definitely follow Lecher. Shout out to Lecher, and I feel like that's a dude with many talents. You know, there's times you catch him just airbrushing the shirt, and then you over here telling me that he over here producing your beats, making your beats.
This fool got some smackers. He just don't be liking doing this shit for everybody, but I'll be right there in his ear. Like, I'm right there like, hey, bro, let me just get a beat. Like,
let me get that shit. Looking like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle and shit.
Like, come on, bro, I just need one more. Like, oh, and he also went ahead and sampled that La Vida Es Fría by the Joshua.
Oh, okay,
the dude. He great song, by the way, man. He sampled that, and we got something in the works with that. And that was, to me, that was crazy because I love that song. So when he flipped that motherfucker, and like he did, and sometimes it's like it's the more subtle things, you know. Yeah. So it's not like you gotta change the beat completely. It's more subtly like how you change it for it could adapt to us as rappers. And I feel like that shit was beautiful. Like he's got many talents, bro. Yeah. The homie's like, he's a good dude, man. Solid dude. If y'all don't know him, tap in with the homie, man. He's a solid dude, and don't ask him for no beats because I'm already there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I remember one of the first times that I heard you, like one of your verses, bro, was on that So Rough, So Tough, the remix. Yeah. What was it like being a part of that, bro? Because I know that shit was pretty big, especially in LA. I mean, a lot of people were banging that.
I've talked about it many times, but I'll always reiterate this part, man. Shout out to the homie Avenue Baby, you know, from Lennox. He's a solid ass homie. Like, I'm talking about from inside the system to out in the streets to the music and the opportunities that he's presented for me. Even though I necessarily didn't take them, they were there, and they were only there because of him. So with that being said, shout out to the homie Avenue Baby. Shout out to everybody that was part of that song, man. The homie Sucker Free, the homie Bandit, the homie Eastside Mayor. But that project helped launch who I am today. I went from 300 followers to 3,000 in a matter of like a week. After that, I just kept growing from there organically because the homies were paying for promotion at that time. Yeah. And, you know, hey, to all the new coming artists, bro, y'all got to pay for promotion, man.
Oh, that's Mando.
Y'all get mad that people don't repost your shit. These people that's getting reposted is not getting it out of the love all the time. And I'm not saying that's 1,000% of the time because, you know, I get some love from some of these pages where they post me randomly and I didn't pay them no money. But for the most part, invest in yourself. So in the beginning, that's what happened. I learned that if you invest in yourself, you get, you know what I'm saying? And that's us that we stopped, you know? Yeah. So imagine if it would have kept on going after that. Yeah. So like my whole thing is That's So Rough, So Tough made me who I am really today as far as the music. Yeah. You know? I was a dirty motherfucker.
It just gave you that push for sure.
It gave me the attention. It gave me like, hey, everybody, listen up. We could rap over here too.
Oh, for sure. You know whoever else heard that for the first time, for sure had to become a fan that day.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard very few people that didn't like my shit on there.
That verse was stupid hard.
Yeah.
That verse was stupid.
True story too. My mom heard it because people always ask me like,
I was just about to ask that shit.
How you gonna say you so dope to your birth? Because in the song I said I so dope to my birth mother, and yes, I fucking did. And you know what? The bitch still owe me money. So I don't want to hear shit from nobody, and I don't give a fuck. Because people over here like, how you know ooty woo? That's fucked up, and they don't know the situation. Y'all don't know shit about me. All right, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all don't even know if she was buying it for me to sell it to somebody else. Y'all don't know. Yeah. All I'm saying is this, man. I so dope to her, and when she heard the song, she fucking loved it. She fucking was like, play that shit.
Dog, I remember like, when I first heard that shit, I was in my garage. I was high as fuck, and I'm playing the song, and I so dope to my birth mother. I was like, damn, no way.
Like, let me press that pause, man. Yeah. Like, let me make sure I heard that.
What? I showed that shit to one of my uncles, bro, and like he's a hip hop head too. Yeah. That's the first thing he caught too. Like he was fucking with the whole verse, and then he heard that part. He was like, ooh. He was like, what the fuck?
My whole thing is too is I was speaking from like a standpoint. I really didn't even think it was gonna really cause that much ruckus. And the homie will tell you. you, man, I'm ghetto. We ghetto where I'm from, man. So, like, me saying that, I didn't even think that was the hardest bar out the motherfucker. I just thought that was like another regular bar. If anything, I said the beef get A like Kobe's first number.
Yeah, that was hard.
I remember when I was in prison and I made that. The homie I was in the cell with, he don't even fuck with rap, so I couldn't even express myself to him, like, bro. And I grabbed him, and he was like, "Why the fuck you grabbing me? We in prison." I'm like, "Bro, I just made a hard ass bar." He's like, "What the fuck is a bar?" You know, he's like a homie, like a super fucking, "Hey, homie, check it out, homie." You know,
like a super
you know, he
homie.
pulled that fucking that bro shot, like, check it out, homie. So he's like, "What the fuck is a bar, homie?" And I'm like, "Man, look, man, get the fuck, like, don't even worry about it. Just know that I got one.
I got
You know what I'm
action.
saying? Like, we just got, I got action. Nah, yeah. So I mean, that song, like I said, man, I love the opportunities that song presented for me, and it really gave a motivation to the homies over there that believed in me too, man. Because honestly, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't really care about the music shit. I never thought I would be here getting paid for this. Never thought I would be here getting interviewed about it. So I mean, even though me and them don't see on the, you know, we don't see, we're not on the same page anymore. I still always give my respect and I appreciate what they did for me.
Most
because
definitely.
they're the ones who gave me that push. Because I'm like, man, I'm over there trying to get a job and shit. I'm like, and I'm glad they got me out there, like, you know, working for somebody else mindset, you know. Cause
So it's safe to say that it didn't hit you till like late that, you know what, man, I got talent in this.
it didn't hit me till we got that million views.
Oh, okay.
And then I got paid for a feature, and I'm like, I felt like I was robbing the homie. So I'm like, I went and it was the homie J3 the shooter, man. Shout out to him. He was in prison. He you know, so he paid for the feature in prison. So then I really was like, if a motherfucker in jail and they spend, because I know when I've been in jail, I'm like, every dollar counts up in that motherfucker. So he paid for the feature. That gave me solidification, I feel like, within myself, like, okay. And I made sure I gave him I gave him good product, I believe, which was a slide for him. That fuck all that gang shit. I ain't gonna die for him.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, definitely. So right now, with the year almost, you know, coming to an end, do you feel like 2023, you put in a lot of work when it came to your career?
I feel like I missed that month that I missed, whatever time it was I was in jail. I feel like that took a toll on my mindset. I understand that other people might say that I still was productive, but I feel like it put a big stop on it. But it also rewoke something that was kind of dying. And that was like more of the inspiration. I think I was more cruising on like whatever I had out already. And I was like, oh, yeah, people fuck with this. You know, I was getting a little bit of money off of it. I was getting opportunities off of it. But it was like I became, I'm trying to look for the word, man. I became complacent. Shout out to the sound guys.
He's not that mad.
He's not that. Yeah, I became complacent. So when I went to jail, I also got super sober. I no weed, no alcohol, man. And like I'm in there, and like I said, I came up with the whole fucking how to rob, and I'm talking about I came up with that shit like in 2 days. You know, and then after that, it was more about practicing it. And I mean, the homies will tell you, man, everybody that's right here was there when I actually got to the studio. I wasn't playing no games. I told the homie, play that bitch. I was 10 minutes after getting into the studio, we was already recording. We already recorded one whole other song, which was At the End of the Day ends, because it does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we recorded that How to Rob, and that was like back to back. And I was high as fuck off of one blunt hit. You know what I'm saying? I hit the blunt one time.
So if you were fresh out, you go straight to recording. So would you say, like, out of all the times you've been in the system, this last time, was it probably like the most frustrating or like stressful time for you because you know what you had going on outside?
Absolutely. And it wasn't even because of that. First of all, it was more stressful because back then I didn't really care for my life. I didn't care about my freedom. I didn't care. And I also knew that I was living that life. So when I was arrested, I knew exactly what they arrested me for. Because I'm like, you know, they got me for this shit. And it's not like I'm admitting it, but I know in my head, I'm like, all right, man, I knew what the fuck I was doing. I knew kind of like, and I was always taught by my mother, like, you know, take that motherfucking shit on the chin. If you was out there doing that kind of shit, and take it on the chin. And that's the kind of life you was living. That's the kind of life you was living. Then go ahead and just take it on the chin. So back then, it didn't bother me because I also didn't care about my life. I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I was letting all my problems that was really affecting me in real life, and I was trying to act like a man about it, and I put that in quote unquote. And then how we're taught, where we come from, is you don't talk about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you deal with that shit on your own. Yeah. So what happened was, at that time I didn't care. This time it was more frustrating, not even because of the whole rap shit. It was more frustrating because now I'm arrested and I don't know what the fuck I'm arrested for. So I'm like lost, because everybody that's telling me like, oh, you're arrested for a warrant for attempted murder, which was 3 years ago. But they don't understand that shit only gets issued that way because that's what was my initial charge. Yeah. And then now I'm like, what the fuck am I arrested for? Secondly, the shit that bothered me is that now I do give a fuck about my life. Like I do actually care about my freedom. I do actually have like that motivation in my own self, bro, and in my life. And I'm mad enough to admit that. Like back then, I just didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I was living really fast. I didn't care if I died. I didn't give a fuck if I went to jail. And the homies would tell you that. And that's why I went back to jail 3-4 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Right back in the revolving circle. So this time it wasn't necessarily the rap shit or anything. It was more about I wanted different for myself. So I felt like it hit me a lot harder. Like, man, come on, bro. You even if it's not rap, you're supposed to be doing better for yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was already out of. I discharged my parole. I was already out. I hadn't got nothing as so much as a speeding ticket for 3 years. So in my head, I was like, felt like I was doing a great job. And for me to get taken out of that, like, hey, you know what? Fuck that. You got to pay for something you did 3 years ago. So I took it on the chin again, and I was like, you know what, bro? I made a mistake 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And even if it took 3 years to come get me, I'm not going to let the shit stop me. So while I was in there, my lawyer homie, shout out to Sammy_VSC, man. If y'all need that worker comp, man, that slip and fall, holla at the boy, you know? Nah, but what's crazy is he don't even do legal work. He don't do like criminal work, I should say. He does legal work. He don't do criminal work. So, you know, he do the workers' comp, the slip and falls. You know, you got a problem, sexual harassment, holla at the boy, man. But he took it upon himself to help me out because he had access to things that we didn't have access to. Yeah. And he had access to come approach the situation in a different way. If I would have just had my girl call or some girl call and the homie call like, hey, bro, what the fuck going on? They don't give a fuck. But if he calling from a law firm and pretending to be, you know, like, hey, man, now they're going to give him different information that they're giving us. So he helped me figure out what's going on. He took it upon himself, bro, to go out there. When I went to court, we went out there, man, to Las Vegas, man. He don't have to do that. Because he's not even my lawyer, really. Yeah. Because he can't even represent me over there, even if that's what he was doing over here, because it's a different state.
It's a different state, yeah.
So he took that, man, and the homie will tell you, we recorded them videos on my Instagram. I ain't hiding that shit. We was up in the penthouse pimping what? I was mad that I was there for court, because I'm like, man, we finna pop it up here. We finna call some midget stripper bitches. What the fuck you talking about, man? Because they come half off. You get half off. Half off, bro. Nah.
You get the full price.
Yeah. We don't got enough for all that shit right now. Nah, man, but shout out to him. He helped me get out that situation, and it's because, like I said, man, it wasn't necessarily that I'm like, oh, I got the rap and shit going on, because I'm like, you know, I knew that it wasn't forever, but you know, it was bothering me that I wasn't able to be out here, but it was more of a wake-up call, like, all right, man, now you know when you get out, fuck all that slacking off shit, because now you know at any given moment, the shit could, like you already knew before, the shit could get taken from you, so you need to do whatever you, like now I feel like I ain't stopped yet. You know what I'm saying? I still got a bunch of shit. Now, even though I only dropped one video, like I've been doing a bunch of other shit to make sure now that I have everything prepared. So when this new year comes in, bro, man, we got some shit cooking. And I don't really want to talk about a lot too much stuff because I'd rather just show y'all. Yeah. As y'all noticed about my Instagram, like I don't do too much promoting. I just drop shit. Yeah. Like I just drop shit. Fuck it. Drop it like it's hot.
Every video that you drop, what I respect about you is you're very creative, bro. And you know, like as far as the creativity, like, you know, where does that come, bro? You know, just sober, you have to, you know, be a little buzz, smoke
crack. Not a fan. Honestly, I as a homie to tell you, I didn't, like I said, I never ever thought that I would be doing this. So once I started doing the videos, I noticed that I didn't like people telling me what I should be doing. I had a vision for how it went, so I started doing it. And little did I know that's called directing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you start bringing your ideas to life and to go with a storyline. So the homies even tell you I write storyboards. Yeah. I mean, I draw storyboards, you know what I'm saying? If we have a couple lines, I try to write scripts out. I don't do it for every video, but I try to. Right. And at the very least, I'll give it to you in the phone format, you know, and send it to you over in the text. But like I try to draw storyboards. I try to take it seriously. So also, because I have ideas in my head, but I want other people to be able to see them. And you could only see them if we illustrate them for you. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's thought process is different. So the love for it came from just doing it. And I didn't understand how much I loved it. Now they call me Scheming Spielberg. You hear me? Motherfucker be out there. Motherfucker be out there. And the homies hate me on film days. The homies that hate me, I be an asshole, bro. I'm not going for no bullshit. Me and the homie almost fought 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I swear, me and the homie Psycho, he'll tell you, man, we almost fought like 3 times because I'm on them days, bro, I'm not your homie no more. I'm Scheming Spielberg. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, get the fuck over here. Why the fuck you ain't shaved? Comb your fucking hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the homie already know, like I get serious about it because I have an idea, and I feel like if we could just do something different than the rest of the homies, man, no offense to the rest of the homies, man. Shout out to what y'all doing, but I just want to stand out, and you can only stand out by putting in that extra work. I can't just hope to stand out just by hoping and wishing for it. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take it upon myself to take the extra step and be like, let's plan this shit out accordingly. Yeah. Like the other day, we had to regroup on the very last second. We had to regroup and go shoot somewhere else. So now I'm like, we made it happen though. That shit came out. I ain't gonna lie. That shit came out harder than the old man off some Viagra. You hear me, man? I swear to God.
So it's safe to say what you got going on right now is like you're pretty much in the group, right? 'Cause it's not just you by yourself. Obviously, you got your boy Psycho.
Yeah, I got my boy Psycho 83rd right here. My boy YC Catracho. They the homies, man. You know, I got a squad of people, man. My homegirl Miss Rage, homie Los Angeles Rage, J Lo. You know, it's not necessarily that we have a set group that we got a whole name and everything, but it's just more about
It's just like a circle of trust.
I believe if I'm here, bro, and I have opportunity to put you in these rooms, because all it really takes, just being here helps your chances on doing some of the stuff, you know. So you know, it's not about what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
So and people have done that for me. They put me in rooms and situations, so I try to just return the favor. And I'm not trying to. This is not my spotlight, man. I feel like the spotlight's for all of us. I feel like it's big. I feel like everybody can have their own spotlight, or if not, the spotlight's big enough for all of us.
Straight up.
And I feel like people have the misconception that it just gotta be me or nobody's gonna pay attention. And I heard that a lot. Some of the homies told me not to fuck with the homies. You know, even in front of them, like, you know, because we're very blunt where we come from. They'd be like, you know what, you got to do you first and make it happen. And I understand that. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying to go against that. If that's your format, cool. I just know it's not in me to not invite the homies to try to get in these places. Because what if the shit end for me next year? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then now they don't have the opportunities no more because I'm not in the room. You know, so I feel like now they would have the opportunity. So like, let's say, you know, God forbid I pass away or I go to jail or something, or I just decide not to do this no more. Now they know y'all. Right. Now they know, they shook hands with y'all already. So now when they hit you up on the internet, it's not guaranteed that you gotta fuck with them, but now it's better chances.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, like I said, I fuck with the homies, man. We got the Dream Team, we got Eastside Blaze, J3 the Shooter, Frontline, the homeboys. Like I fuck with Lizzie G, I fuck with a lot of people, man. Rick be shooting, J Lo, a lot of people that do my videos and everybody. Like I fuck with them, man. I just recently tapped in with the recent homies that did our video, the homie Adrian and the homie Brian, man. Yeah, man. If y'all see that recent video, y'all fuck with it, let me know. I'll give y'all a link so y'all can hit them up.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Yes, sir. So it's all about networking, man. And I recently seen you at the UrbanCon. You actually blessed the stage, man. Talk to me about that.
Shout out to the homie JR.
Yes, sir.
JR, that was because of your boy, man.
Yeah.
That experience was great for me because it was my first performance from being out. Yeah. So I felt like I was nervous, and I always want to tell people this, bro. Like, if y'all ever see me at these events, because my fans and shit, like, I even told the homegirl, like, I always feel like I look awkward as hell. Right. In these pictures, because y'all got to understand, I'm not used to people fucking coming up to me and telling me they fans of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to fucking work with me here, Pimp. Like, I'm a ghetto-ass kid from South Central LA. So when you come up and tell me you fuck with my shit, I appreciate you greatly, trust me. So if I act a little awkward, it's only because I'm even starstruck with the fact that you fucking with me.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, so, it was a blessing because also all the people that's been hitting me up on the internet that I haven't had a chance to tap in with because I've been going through my own shit, I finally got to see them and speak to them in person. I told them, you know, straightforward, like, shout out to the homie YBEs, man. My boy Verse, my boy Verse One. It's like them people is like, I want to work with you and I don't want to put you on the back burner. I don't want you to think that I'm going to Hollywood or nothing on you, but I also don't got time right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Yeah. I don't have time right now necessarily. Like, I might have time next month or next week. Right. But right now, I got to be honest with you. Like, I can't just drop what I'm doing right now to do that with you. Not to say I don't want to do music with them, though, because shout out to them. They do some really good work, you know? Yeah. So shout out to the homeboys. And there's a lot of people I met there that I hadn't really met in person. So it was a great thing to finally do.
Yeah, no, most definitely, man. It was actually pretty dope, you know. And it's funny because, you know, speaking to JR, like you say, you blessed the stage with JR, and it's crazy because, man, shout out to Facebook. You know, I had that 1 year memory, and just last year, bro, I actually JR was getting interviewed by American Cholo, and I so happened to be just his photographer. Again, we're outside, you know, straight chilling. I was just gassing myself up, being like, you know what, Gil's about to, you know, be impressed with these pictures. But obviously, I mean, I don't know how far I was going to go.
Fucking pictures, bro.
Yeah, a year later, look where we at, my boy. We're sitting with Mr. Double S.
Yes, sir.
You know, so it's crazy, man, how everything just comes full circle. You feel me?
Shout out to the sound guy, though, because I love that he put the claps right there. I felt like I could if I could walk around with one of them motherfuckers myself when I say some funny-ass jokes. Nah, man, I appreciate that, though, because also last year at UrbanCon, if I'm not mistaken, was, I think, the first time I met Gil, my boy Gil, American Cholo. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, and we got to speak. I think it was the first time. And I remember he told me too when we took a picture. He had respectfully asked me not to
Yeah.
throw up the gang signs in the picture, which was the first picture I ever took like that, by the way. So shout out to the homie American Cholo for getting the only picture of Westmont scheme without throwing up the fucking gang signs or something, But it was funny because after that, I had respect for that though, because I see what he was trying to do.
Right.
He was more on some like he wants to represent us, but he also wants to make sure that we're in a mannerism to be presented. You know what I'm saying? So if he were to show that to a room full of, suits, obviously you want to show a picture where I'm not throwing up gang signs. It makes me look a little bit more educated at least,
No doubt.
So shout out to him, man, and I respect his approach, And I thought he was gonna be here. I had brought a basketball and some basketball shoes. Trying to bother the homie up, man.
Shoot. That's hilarious, man. But taking it back to it's unfortunate that right now you're paying for something that you did 3 years ago, right? Now to the younger generation that's currently doing what you did in the past. Do you constantly catch yourself trying to kick games to them?
All the time, man. My younger homies will tell you all the time, even if they don't want to hear it. I've even said it in songs, which is why I made the song Homie Why. If you haven't listened to it, go take a listen. It's basically saying a lot of that stuff. It's I'm only giving you the game if you want to hear it, man. It's here because you gotta understand that I can't really necessarily say nothing about the next generation if I don't try to influence it. I can't judge them. I can't do anything because it's up to us to teach them these things that we believe in. If we have principles and morals that we believe in, or that we and not even just on no gang shit, man. I'm talking about just as men coming from a certain place that we come from. I believe I always try to teach the homies financial stability because I know that this is not something that they could get in the education system that we come from.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? LAUSD had a fucking program called No Child Left Behind. Placed there by George fucking Bush, right? And that was because of the reason I even got moved up in grades. They didn't give a fuck if I learned anything.
Yeah.
They just wanted to show that their statistics, people are graduating now because he was just moving people up. We didn't learn anything. So one message I do and I will always have is educate yourselves. Educate yourselves because even half of the shit that you hear in school is true and half of it's a fucking lie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's educate yourselves and financial stability, man, learn some of that. It's I know it's boring because it's just not hanging out on the block and you're not learning how to load a gun up and you're not chilling with bitches. But if you learn that, that's when everything comes, man. All the bitches will be there when you get your finances straight. All the drugs and the alcohol, if that's what you want to get motivated by, that'll be there. All them fast-ass cars y'all want and all the recognition y'all want, that'll be there with y'all when your finances is straight. So you could be a gangsta-ass broke dude. Don't get me wrong. There's a long history of gangsta-ass broke dudes, you know what I'm saying? And your reputation could live on like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, do you want to provide something for yourself in the next generation? Because right now, I want to provide enough wealth where it doesn't only last for me, bro. It's for everybody below me. And I always told the homies, I'm not trying to just, you don't got to be a rapper, bro. You could be a videographer. You could be a podcaster. You could be the sound guy, man. Nobody's job is less than anybody else's job because without everybody here involved, the boat wouldn't function.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays a part. So I always tell the homies, man, educate yourselves, please, and thank you, man. Just educate yourselves. Make sure you're reading the right books. Make sure you're reading both sides of history, because history is what, man? It's told by the victors. So you got to read everybody's side, man, and understand what you are really, where you come from, so you can get a better understanding on where you're going. So without getting too deep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's actually facts, man. And one thing that really caught my attention, in the previous podcast that you were on, you said contracts. That's everything right there.
Everything, man.
That's something that you
Read
definitely
what you're
study.
signing, man.
Yeah. Talk to us about the importance of contracts.
A contract can make or break you, man. And understand this, man. Contracts are never set in stone. You could always revise a contract and you can make your own adjustments to it. So if a company's offering you money and you think, you know what, I don't want to go ahead and say nothing because I don't want them to just take the offer off the table, that's something that you have to go ahead and take the risk on, because if it's something that you don't like in the contract, it's always going to be something you don't like in the contract. You're not going to learn to love it. You know what I'm saying? You can learn to fool yourself to love it, but you're not going to learn to really, truly love it. So if there's a problem, speak on it, man. And as men, you could be a female too, man, but as grown people, we should be able to have that conversation. We should be able to speak honestly, because if I'm doing business with you and I can't even speak honestly with you, why the fuck would I want to do business with you?
Straight up.
If I'm doing business with motherfuckers, I want to make sure I could do the craziest shit in front of them and we can still have a conversation after. Because if I can't be myself around you motherfuckers, then that means I'm just pretending to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And the homie said, always get a lawyer. That's another great piece of information. Always get a lawyer. And if you're dealing with work comp or nothing, get your boy Sammy_VSE. You already know, man.
Well, it's definitely, man.
Lawyers are men, though, no matter what.
Yeah, yes,
always.
Sir. So I know you got a lot of, you don't want to talk too much. You want to pretty much hit everybody by surprise for 2024. But just talk to us about the dreams, goals, aspirations that you have coming up.
As far as stuff that I can actually speak on, most definitely y'all getting a lot of music from me. You're gonna get a couple tracks from the homies, man. That's gonna be different. Just give it a chance. I got some collabs in the works, and I don't really want to talk about them too much, just in case. I don't want them to feel that there's pressure or anything. But just know there is some collabs that y'all been waiting on coming. That me and the homie got a track, man. Now that we here, now we gotta ask him. Now what do we got planned for 2024?
Now we gotta shoot a video to that shit for
I'm
sure.
down, man. I'll be there. I'm
the homie JR. It's me, him, and JR on the track, so we gotta get a video
and
to
then,
that.
I got a song with my boy JR and Tunes, man. Shout out to them. My boy YE just dropped the tape, Major League. I was on that tape. I'm number track 13. He got bigger names on there too. He got Big Sad. He got Treyway. He got different people up on there. So shout out to him. He got the Baby Stone. Some of the people from the Baby Stone Gorillas on there.
There you go.
So shout out to him, man. My boy, me and Baby Bounce dropped that tape.
Yeah.
We still probably got some more work in the works. Bozo, me and Bozo supposed to do another track. My boy Baldacci, we got a banger right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I swear to you, lucky I don't play this motherfucker right now. Hey, we got a banger, man. But for the most part, like I said, I'm gonna try to give you guys more music by myself because I want you guys to get a full understanding on the artist I am and the kind of approach that I have when it comes to me doing my music. And I'm trying to give you guys better bodies of work. So, be looking forward to that most definitely. Like, I got deeper songs. I got some party shit. I got some, we could do, some bitches and do some wooty woos and whatever, allegedly, But I also got some deeper shit, man. If y'all want to listen to real hip hop, because I'm just trying to touch bases with every single target audience right now. I want to get, a little bit of the party people. That's why I'm doing some females, tracks. Like, I don't really personally fuck with, doing all type of lovey-dovey shit. That's why I just get super sexual when I do them kind of songs. But I mean, hey, it works. They say they're like make a love song. I'm like, look, I could say this shit and sticking in their ass. But I mean, they like, hey, fuck it. That's what happens when you love somebody. You know what I'm saying? Con eso dicho, like I appreciate the homies, man. Always for even asking me that. Like I said, man, expect much more music from me. I'm going to be coming at you guys with it a lot for. And I'm going to be dropping a lot more audio tracks too, man. And it hurts me because I really want to shoot a video to every single song that I have. Yeah. That's me personally. I just want to do that. But honestly, some of them probably have to come at you in the audio. And if y'all fuck with it streaming wise, then we'll double back and we'll do some kind of stuff. I got the merch on the way too. I know we've been waiting since Biggie Smalls left us, but listen, man, on some real shit. We about to launch the website. I'm gonna have the whole domain for real, so you ain't got to worry about getting scammed. Y'all can order y'all shit, y'all size, the color, and we'll get at you in a timely manner. That's coming soon too, man. And man, shout out to the homies on the Dream Team. Shout out my boy YE though, man. My boy FC Sounds, cause they're my producers for reals. I fuck with them, man. My boy Whitey B too. Yeah, he fuck with Smooth Hustle too, man. But I always gotta shout out my producers because we be making some motherfucking fire, bro.
Nah, most definitely, bro. And this is a question I have for both of you guys. Being that, in a sense, I feel as though being an artist, you have to be poetic in a sense, right? Is it easier for you fools to spit gangs to females? Just.
I'll let you answer that because I already know what I'm gonna say.
Let's just say you're trying to get at a girl, right? Does the same mindset that you have going into a booth?
Just getting in?
Just chopping it up with them. It's easier to spit game?
I mean, I think so. Because
I'll crack a bitch like a chiropractor. Yeah, look, man, I'll drop one and cop one. You hear me? Man, because I mean, I know the homie. If we rap, I know the way you rap, how you for sure could bag you one, man. I know the homie probably do the whole this shit when he go after this. He be doing the hip hop shit all the way.
It's like, there's no line, dog. Yeah. You always gotta just
be natural.
You feel it, you feel it. Wherever your environment depends on everything.
Kids, be yourself.
All that shit. Exactly. Just be yourself.
Unless you like the homie Psycho, don't be like that. That's some good advice though, man. Just be, cause like you said, it's not like we come up with fucking
you
lines,
don't
bro.
when you if you in the shower and you come up with a bar, then that's different. But you're not in the shower coming up with a pickup line you ain't do nothing like that.
The best bars come in the shower and on the shitter, I swear.
Yeah. Or driving, or when you for me is I'd be driving a lot. And I just be thinking that shit, and I'm like, all right.
I be getting picked up, Pop. I'm with all them vehicle thefts I got.
I ain't whipping nothing.
Me mostly is the toilet and the shower. Motherfucker, if you ever hear me in the toilet,
the shower too.
Mumbling to myself, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me.
Nah, yeah,
but do you guys have to hear the beat first, or is it like
Nah,
without
I don't
a beat
gotta hear
already
it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the music after a while, you started hearing it in your. Cause me, what happened was when I was in prison, bro, I literally every rap that I made it to the same tempo in my head.
Right.
And I'm not one of them dudes that's gifted that could do some sugar-free shit and start
Yeah.
hitting. So in my head, it was just like that boring ass tempo.
Yeah.
That was just to help keep the, cause I honestly didn't even know how to count bars.
Right.
And I had to learn that shit when I came out. I'm
Yeah.
like, everybody would be like, spit a 16. I spit like 72 bars. They like, damn, bro, we didn't even have time for all that shit, you know? But I'm like, so with that being said, when I got out, like, it was really hard to even, like, try to write to different beats. Now I enjoy it. Now, like,
Right.
the more different the beat is, the more I fucking love it. But now, like, before it was literally just monotone. So, like, a lot of those verses that y'all even fuck with, bro, like, a lot of fans ain't gonna like, I wrote them bitches in prison, man. Like, the whole Bang Tough song was written in prison. The whole fucking, like so many songs, bro, that y'all don't even know about was just written in prison. Like, I still haven't even got rid of all my prison shit. And this was before I even thought about being a rapper. This is just this shit that I had in my head.
Right.
So that's why when I'm telling people, like, man, I got a shitload of music to give y'all. Like, I can't be doing videos to, like, these fucking 45 songs, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm barely getting rid of that. I ain't even read these comments. Let's see what they said. Bro said the toilet. That's fact, huh? Look, yeah. You know he be taking 45-minute shits. Spit a bar. Akuna Matata, Double Magata.
Hey.
Fuck.
That's till after. You know what? That's something that's crazy, man, and it's very surreal because I used to chill with Gil back at his house, man, and I mean, obviously I had this vision that obviously I didn't create, but I'm like, you know what? Any artist that comes through, let's have them bless the mic. Like, let's step the game up. You feel
I'm
me?
glad you did that because I wanted to rap.
Nah, definitely, and we started off at his house, but you know, I went ahead, I invested in my camera, so now, you know, I got a new camera. So obviously me, you know, being a content creator, that's something that, you know, rappers, I feel like I need you guys. You feel me? Like, you guys make my life easier because all I gotta do is record, and you guys got the talent.
But we need
right?
you too, though, bro, because we can't be in front of the mic and behind the camera at the same time.
Exactly.
But I want to give a shout out to my boy Fearless One. I want to give a shout out to Baby Bounce, to my boy Oxnard PUGZ. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
Who else? Smitty that came through because they're bringing the vision to life. My boy Doughboy Tony recently, you know, blessed
What?
the mic.
He recently did. He destroyed the mic. Blessing was like, look, man. He came, blessed it, then killed it, and then blessed the fucking dead body, bro.
Yeah.
So that's, did his shit.
So that's something that I just want to go ahead and just keep it going, bro. You feel me? So I mean, it's only right we bring Mr. Double S, you know, to bless the mic as well.
Looking forward to that one for sure.
My bad. Every single time I hear Double S, it's just like natural instinct to just say it out loud like that. Nah, man, I appreciate y'all. You already know, man. Shout out to everybody. If I'm forgetting you, you already know it's all love. Shout out to homie Hazard, man. Homie OJ. Smooth hustle though. You for sure. Look, let me show this jacket now that I'm, you know.
Yeah.
Now we finna do this though. I ain't gonna lie though. This motherfucker do look saucy though. Look.
There it is. Look,
that shit's hard.
Got the Ice Cube. Okay.
I feel like I could break dance in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I started feeling like what's that? Like what's that from Beat Street?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers start doing some fucking straight old school shit. Nah, man, but I appreciate y'all greatly. I appreciate American Cholo for, you know, giving y'all the opportunity to give me the opportunity. You know, what's the motherfucking word, Mockingbird? Like, for real, though, dog. I feel like punching out fucking... Fuck, dude. That shit gets me hyped up, dog. I literally bring one homie with me just so I could punch him out outside. For that's why the homie got the black eye right now, man.
Fuck. Damn.
Cause that's how I express my look. Cause y'all gotta find a way. Y'all gotta find a way to express yourselves. And what I tell you, everybody plays their part. If you don't want to be the punching bag homie, then get your shit together. You know what I'm
saying? Damn.
Oh shit, man. You know what? Hey, man. You know, the Day of the Dead officially started today, right? You know, so I just want to say rest in peace to anybody that has passed away.
Yep.
You know, rest in peace to my grandmother. You know, my grandpa.
That's right,
you feel me? And it's only right. But you know, what's up, bro? Is there anything we didn't talk about that you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
Honestly, bro, that's no homo, cause that was nah, cause anything you want to touch on before we wrap it up was like, damn, that's what she said, buddy.
Whoa,
like, yeah, that you cool, cause we about to, you know. And nah. With that being said, once again, un chingo de gracias to everybody, man. Everybody from the sound guy to, you know, everybody that I ever did work with, everybody that we got projects coming out soon. Like, just know that I'm gonna do my part and try to promote you guys as best as I can. I know I'm not speaking that I got 100 million followers or nothing, but I appreciate every single last follower that I do have, and I'm there for y'all, man. I'm doing this for y'all. You guys really are the motivation behind it, and when you guys show love, it shows me that what I'm doing is worth something. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the love you show when I was in jail. Appreciate the homies having me, man. Appreciate the homies that rock with me. Shout out to my boy Catracho. We got that thing. Y'all sabes, papa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Smooth Hustle, you already know, man. Shout out to the homie Badachi. Let's tell Badachi to go. Let's drop that song. JR, we gonna get me and the homie got dropped. We finna shoot the video right here. He don't even know. We finna we finna have this shit popping right here. Dog.
Yes,
we
sir.
finna get the sound guy, the Rangers jersey, and we gonna have him over here. On Stanley Cup, man. Fuck them, bro. We finna make you a Stanley Cup, bro. I don't know. That shit is pretty big though. I don't know about that. Nah, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate everybody that even tapped in. Oh, shout out to the homie, $9.99. You already know we going straight to the liquor store. Pop, hey, un chingo de gracias, dog.
Right there.
Milton Ortiz. That forgot a cold ass name.
Most
That's
definitely.
Pops.
There it is, man. Well, you guys here, you know, you guys got a baptism, quinceañera, wedding, whatever. Tap in with your boy Notorious One. If nobody loves you, Notorious One loves you. With that being said, Dope Boy Tony, man, take us out.
Hey, appreciate everybody that tapped in today, man. Shit, what's the word? Another episode on the dopest fucking platform on YouTube, American Cholo. Appreciate my boy Scheme coming through one time. You know, having to hold it down for the raza. I hope y'all enjoyed this interview, this episode. Tune in next week, man. Every Wednesday. You already know.
Hey, let's get it.
You guys did a fucking great job.